seizures and lack of body function. How do I help my child, and what do I need to start with? Now, first of all, I can't stress enough, movement, medical, both are very, very important in the situation, but they have to coordinate. Plan for most doctors is, we don't know how much the seizures has affected the brain neurologically. We'll have to see what will happen to your child. We don't know yet where his functions will happen. If you're lucky in the country you're in, there's early intervention. And that's it. We have to keep medically your child stable. Seizures are just not something that need to be in this. Erin, unfortunately, also has lots of experience because her youngest daughter has a seizure disorder. Now, where do you need to start? Medically, every organ in the body is a muscle, from your heart, your lungs, your eyes. Looking at this is just neurologically and what's going on. The reason I really have to stress vision and so forth, but first of all, you need a baseline and everything. So I would start going through that. Your neurologist is there. They're very important, but we need to know where the seizure hit and what organs. Is it the endocrine system? What's going on? You just need big workups. You cannot handle it if it's like all these doctors at once. You're just going to go, and it'd be successful. But the eyes, when the head is bobbing, and I'm going to show you on my doll too, like if you just put yourself, and again, half of movement is just that old saying goes, put yourself into someone else's shoes, and walk what they're walking through. And that's actually how I used to. I still remember a boy, or he's a man now, he's 29, Cesadine, when he first came to me with his scoliosis, which was like at a 79, and I literally just morphed myself into, I'm like, oh my gosh, how do you breathe? And that's for 3 weeks, that's all I worked on with him, because every time I touched him, he thought I was picking him up, and he would just jam, and I'd tell him, it's just me, I'm not picking you up, I'm not doing anything, and just to calm his system down, because I got to him, his accident was when he was 9, and I didn't start working with him until he was 17, and got his scoliosis down to a 54, and he didn't need to be rotted. That being said, now I can just do it visually. So imagine almost like getting seasick and so forth. You can have gastro issues, reflux issues, all of these things just because of the lack of head control. We've got to stabilize the vision. Now, one of the things that some kids do is, and you can see what I mean, they lift their heads up with their eyes. But see, when I do this, do you see? I can't see you. Right? I have directionality towards you, but when I go to see you, my head drops. And so a lot of it could be literally like the eye strain and trying to see. That being said, if the head's all over the place, you're not going to see. There's nothing to focus on. I know you want the next milestone. We have to get your child successful. That brain needs a break of just struggling. The brain needs to know how to be successful. Should also hopefully take a lot of pressure off the brain that way, is say, I'm not saying it's going to fix the seizures, but hopefully not as big the strain there. You have to see too where the seizures are coming from. Is it more right before I'm going to sleep? Is it coming anytime? Is it more around overtiredness, coming out of a nap, going into a nap? Those are things you have to deal with. So when one of my child's like this, you can see that the vision is just very poor. I'm going to sit real gentle. And again, don't hold the head. I don't work that way. I might just literally be here with my baby. I can rest it against my chest cavity, but I want to see what I can do to stabilize the vision. Now, that being said, he hasn't seen since all this has happened. Even if the eyes are working perfectly, he hasn't seen because he's doing this. Just this stabilization right now of vision, and again, don't hold the head. I'm just lightly guiding the head. That might just knock him out in 3 seconds. It just visually just might be too much. But we need to start working with it and start seeing if we can get it longer and longer. The best thing he's going to want to look at is you. And if you're in the Fast Start program, the Looking at You course would be really good. But you're just, again, you're right here. Not super close, but enough. And I get it, his head's still going to move around, and because that's the physical manifestations now becoming a little bit habitual. And if he's trying to literally like look over the screen and so forth, because he doesn't know vision and looking like that, right? And that you will get the head wobble. And you want to make yourself as visually attractive as possible, meaning red nose, lipstick, something that are there. They like to go after glasses. And you're just here, and you're just, again, I'm not holding the head. I'm just allowing that head to maybe look away if I need to, right? And then the head will come back and look away and come back, kind of thing. Allow that, like, oh, wow, that's a lot to look at. Okay, I'm done. Oh, okay, I want to come back, but I'm done. Allow that. Don't hold the head trying to force the vision. The vision needs to be subtle. The other thing I want you to start working on is my breathing course. That breathing course is going to be enough. It's a free course. It's going to be enough for you to just start off with. I want 1 week, 2 hours a day. Not necessarily 2 hours of vision. I don't think baby can handle that, but maybe 5 minutes here and there, and start with that, but the breathing course. And I want a follow-up video in a week and go from there. Thanks.